Dear students, in our last lecture we have learned that how to use the count aggregate function to get the count of number of rows available in a table. Now we are going to learn few more aggregate functions. The first one that we are going to learn right now is the minimum or min function. Min function is used to get the minimum value of a column. Let's see that how it works. This is the syntax of minimum function. First we have to write the keyword select, then keyword min, min, bracket, then name of column for which you want to get the minimum value, from, and the name of table. Okay. When we will execute this query, it will search the minimum value of column age, which is 58, and will return the result as 58. Now question arises that how we can select the maximum value from the same age column. To get maximum value, we have another keyword or another aggregate function, which is max. You just have to place the word max in place of min. The query will be like this: select max, bracket, name of column, from table name. Upon execution of this query, SQL Server will find the maximum value of column age and will display it to you. For this example that you are currently watching on your screen, the maximum value is 72. Okay, let's move to next aggregate function. Next aggregate function is sum. Most of the time you will have to write a query where you want to get the sum of values of a certain column. For this, SQL Server gives you an aggregate function sum. Syntax of sum aggregate function is select, keyword sum, bracket, name of column, from table name. For this example we have selected the table employee table. On execution of this query, SQL Server will sum up the all values of column age and will display the total in front of you. Now let's move towards some practical examples by using the SQL Server Management Studio of my employee information table. Select. Now write a query for selecting the minimum value of a column. The query will be like select min, bracket, name of column, date of birth, from employee information. Now, okay, before executing this query, let's have a look on the values of this column. Before executing this query, just have a look on the values of column date of birth. As per my opinion, the minimum value is 1956, 23rd October 1956. Okay, now let's execute the query where we have placed the aggregate function minimum. It returned the minimum value 23rd October 1956. Got it? I'm just going to comment out this query. Now let's perform the same action for any other column. I'm going to execute the original query, select Tariq from employee information table. Now let's put the minimum function on salary column. Okay, there are different salaries for all the records. For example, first one is 5,000, then 1,000, 3,000, 3,500, 500, 5,000, 15,000, 1,000. So the minimum value of salary column is 500. Let's write a query to get the minimum value of salary column. Select min employee information. Let's execute this query. It returned you the minimum salary, which is 500. I think now it is very clear to you that how to execute the min function to get the minimum value of a column. Now I am going to show you that how to fetch the maximum value of a column. Again, I am going to select the whole data of employee information table just to have a look that which value is the maximum value for us. First, have a look on date of birth. The maximum date of birth is I think this one. Select max date of birth from employee information. Okay, let's execute the query with maximum aggregate function. See, it returned the maximum value of column date of birth. Got it? Now again I am writing the query for another column, which is salary. Just copy paste the query with min function. Change the keyword min with max and execute the query. It returned you the 15,000. Got it? Okay, now I think it is very clear to you that how to apply the max and min aggregate functions. Let's move to add little bit complication in our query that you are currently watching on your screen. I am going to add a column category ID. Okay, and I am going to add a clause group by. Now you can see that our query is like select maximum salary, then category ID from employee table, group by category ID. It means the SQL Server will get the maximum value of each category. If you look the table, it have different categories, like these 4 records belong to category number 2, and these 2 records belongs to category number 3, whereas these 2 records belong to category number 4. Upon execution of this query, SQL Server will get the maximum salary of category wise and will display it to you. Okay, let's execute this query. It returns you the category ID and the maximum value pertaining to that category. It shows that category ID 2 contains the maximum value 5000, category 3 contains the maximum value 15,000, and category 4 contains the maximum value in salary column is 5000. Got it? Now just replace the keyword max with min to select that what are the minimum wages of each category. Okay, see the result. Category ID 2 contains the minimum salary 500. Category 3 contains the minimum salary 3000. Category 3 contains the minimum value in column salary 3500. I think now it is very clear to you that how to use the aggregate functions to get the summary of data. The next aggregate function that we are going to learn is sum. Here is the syntax. Select sum, again column salary, from employee information. Let's execute this query and see what comes as the result. Okay, upon execution of this query, SQL Server calculated the sum of all values available in column salary. Now I am going to add a column category ID in same query, then the name of table followed by group by clause and then name of column. Now upon execution of this query, SQL Server will calculate the sum of salary column based on different categories. Let's execute this query and see that what are the results coming from Microsoft SQL Server. Upon execution, you can see that the total sum of salary for category 2 is 7500. For category 3, the total sum of column salary is 18,000. Total sum of column salary for category 4 is 8500. I hope that now you are very clear that how to perform the aggregate functions. So far we have learned that how to use the count function, min function, after that x function, and in last we learned the some aggregate functions. This is the definition of aggregate function, just for your review, so that you could relate the things that we have learned so far, and it will be very helpful for you to go and Google for other aggregate functions. Just have a look. Aggregate functions or aggregation is a concept which is used to generate the summary of data by grouping multiple rows. Thank you very much for joining in this lecture.